All right, so everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Natas 5 level from overthewire.org. And the first thing we need to do is we need to access the level. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to supply the username and the password over here. So the username is going to be Natas5. And remember, we need to make sure that we're accessing the right level. So it should say Natas5 up here. And we need to supply the password. Remember, for each one of these levels, you need to keep track of your own passwords. I've got my passwords over here in my handy dandy file. We're going to paste in the password here, and then we're going to click on sign in. Okay, so what's going on this level? So in the web app, we see this message over here. Access disallowed. You are not logged in. So the big question here is what determines whether you're logged in or not? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to inspect the web page. And of course, we can inspect the web page source code by right-clicking and then clicking on the View Page Source option over here. So right-click and then View Page Source. Okay, we're going to see that there's nothing really here in the source code that tells us that we're not logged in. So what are we talking about here? We're going to be talking about a concept that's very important to web pages, and that's cookies. Hold on, Okay, so this is Natas level 5, and we're going to be talking about the HTTP cookie header. So another extremely common HTTP header is the cookie header, which is used to retain user settings or establish or maintain a user session on a website. For example, a website has a button on its user preferences page which selects the web page background color for the website. So this is an example of a cookie. Once the color is selected, the web server will send a cookie to the web browser to be used anytime the web page is visited, changing the web page's background colors to whatever is specified in the cookie. So the cookie is going to save certain settings, and this is actually what user session cookies are. It saves the user session inside of the cookie. So similarly, when a user successfully logs into a website, the web server will send the web browser a cookie that identifies which user session is being used, and that browser will use that cookie each time the website is accessed. Any cookie that is used for user sessions has the potential for security abuse, so it is important that the cookie values created for user sessions are not predictable at all. So this is the important part. It's okay to use cookies to establish user sessions. It's just that the valid values for those cookies have to be very difficult to determine, otherwise they can be abused. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cookies. So over at Natas level 5, we can actually access cookies from the web browser. So this isn't something that people know too much about. They do know about cookies, and they've heard a lot about cookies being used to track people's activities across the web. But we can access the cookies for any particular website by going over to this button over here in the upper right portion of the web browser. And then you can click into a button called More Tools. And then from there, you can access Web Developer Tools. So every browser is going to be a little bit different. I'm currently using Firefox, and the way you access Web Developer Tools from Firefox is a little bit different than the way you access it in Google Chrome or any other browser, but they're all going to be kind of similar. So click on Web Developer Tools, and then from there, you're going to see a bunch of different tabs over here. So there's an inspector tab, a debugger tab, etc., etc. But the one that we want to access is the storage tab. So we need to locate the storage tab over here and then click on it. And then we need to click on the cookies, the cookies tab. So storage, and then down here to cookies. And under cookies, there should be a URL that's associated with the Natas webpage. So it's Natas 5. We're going to click into that, and then we're going to see 3 cookies in here. So these first 2 cookies, these are Google cookies. And I'm not too sure what these Google cookies are doing. They're probably tracking something or other. But there's also this logged in cookie over here with a value of 0. So we were talking about how the valid cookie values should not be predictable. And if we see a value of 0, we can kind of guess that the valid cookie value for the logged in cookie would be 1. Because in programming, 0 is equal to false and 1 is equal to true. So we can go ahead and double click in here, and then we can change the value of the cookie. So we're just going to type in 1 and hit enter, and that's going to change the value of the logged in cookie here. And so after that, we can reload the web page, and it's going to use the value of the new cookie instead of the previous one. Okay, so after that, it says access granted. The password for Natas 6 is this thing right here. So we can copy this, and this is going to be the password for the next level. So for everybody who's keeping track, that's what we're looking for. So before we finish off this level, let's take a look at what exactly was the problem with the security on this website. So over here, for this level, let me make this bigger. So the username was Natas5, the password was this. The web vulnerability in this case was insecure valid cookie values. And the method of solving this, this level was to modify the logged in cookie so that it returns true, or rather that the value is 1. All right, so everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for the level Natas 5 over at overthewire.org. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.